with Nathan. He is the owner of Raaka. Raaka is, I think, one of the bean to bar brand that we think when we think about this movement. So, why don't you explain a little bit what is Raaka? Is Raaka? I pronounce it.
Yeah, you pronounce it right.
Okay,
It's
Raaka.
Yeah. So we're a bean to bar chocolate maker that started in 2010. So it was the real early days of the bean to bar movement.
Yeah.
And we do all of our chocolate from unroasted cocoa beans. So we really have to have excellent fermentation so that the fruity flavor profiles of the beans like really shine. And so it doesn't get any unpleasant bitterness.
And you call your chocolate virgin chocolate. What do you call it?
Oh, we used to call our chocolate virgin chocolate. The building says virgin chocolate, but now we've sort of gotten away from that because it was one of the things that's hard with people who are just getting into bean to bar chocolate is the education gap, right?
Yeah.
So explaining the
too
cocoa
many things to
bean and
explain.
the roast, there's too many things to explain to
Yeah.
get to what virgin chocolate means. So we just started calling it unroasted so it was direct and to the point so people could understand. I think the original idea behind the virgin was like sort of the same as virgin olive oil, like first press, fresh. Yeah, exactly.
Fine. And one thing that a lot of people said that is it's raw chocolate. I don't know what do you think about raw chocolate?
Yeah, so when it comes to like the raw movement, there are very specific temperature thresholds, and during fermentation, during drying, during conching, the chocolate is going to break those thresholds.
Yes.
So in order to not confuse people about whether or not it met the threshold for raw food, we just decided to call it something else.
Okay. And let me show some of their bars because he have a very super successful bar. This one is the Bourbon, and this was very interesting because you are a bean to bar maker, but you don't do only bars, only singular bars.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a little bit about these
Sure.
operations?
Yeah, so this is made from aging the cocoa nibs in bourbon casks for 6 weeks. Like for a couple of different reasons. One, to infuse it with flavor, but also to round out the flavor since we don't roast, to take some of the harsh acidity off and make it more smooth. So it's both for the flavor of the bourbon, but also to make the chocolate taste more smooth.
Okay, we will try this.
Yeah.
Because what do you think? This is your best seller?
Yeah, that's been historically our best seller. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's just intriguing to people. People are intrigued, and bourbon is very, it's a very American. It's one of the things that's very American. It's from Kentucky. It's one of the few traditions that we have that's an old tradition when it comes to food and beverage. Most of our traditions are new traditions, but bourbon, they've been making bourbon in Kentucky for, over 200 years. So it's one of our traditions in the United States.
One of the ways to grow your brand is with a lot of flavor. What do you think about the purists? Then they say, okay, don't add anything to bean to bar chocolate, and you add a lot of things. And what do you think about it? Even you infuse some of your chocolate.
Yeah, I just am a student of food in general, and I love different methods for cooking, and I love wine, and I love, I just love to study food. So we like to bring that experimentation into the chocolate and make the chocolate something that helps people think and be more conscious about what they're eating.
I love this collection. This is the botanical collection.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about this one?
Yeah, so we've been doing this for a number of years. It started as a collaboration with the New York Botanic Garden. We were going into their archives of the drawings. They have a library of old drawings, and that's how it started. So now we do it every year.
Oh, qué bueno! Super delicious.
Yeah, lots of herb, lots of strawberry. Yeah.
You were talking about gastronomy.
Yeah.
You make a very interesting collaboration with Momofuku. That is a very famous chain of restaurants. So it's not so common, this kind of collaboration in the bean to bar world. How do you make it?
So we've done it with a number of different restaurants. they're really cool in that they're really trying to push people's boundaries when it comes to like noodles and sauces and getting people to really think about the umami, like that taste bud, that section of the taste bud. So it's just a natural fit, the same way we've been for years trying to push the boundaries of how people think about chocolate. They're really trying to push people's like umami sense. So this specific one is made with miso and potato chips. So it's a red miso.
Super. Really potential. I mean, the flavor is chocolate.
Yeah.
Really cool.
This is definitely
So, you are a very, you're not gonna be quiet. You are always doing a lot of things. Because you always said that it's very difficult to sell bean to bar.
Yeah.
What is the most difficult part of sales bean to bar? You always said that you have to invest a lot of money to sell your brand. So what is the most difficult part?
The most difficult part is getting something to stand out on the shelf. This is the case in the US and in Europe. There's so many chocolate brands when you walk into the store. There's so many different choices. So the hardest thing is once you get a buyer to taste the chocolate and agree to put it on the shelf of the store, then how do you get that chocolate bar off the shelf? So I think that's the most difficult thing, is making sure that your packaging stands out, making sure that your flavors stand out, so that people want to people want to try it for the first time. Getting people to try it for the first time is the hardest part.
Yeah, but you sell here in your shop, but you sell in another point.
Yeah, we sell here in our shop. We sell in about 2,500 stores in the U.S. And then we sell a lot on our own website.
Okay, and what's the most difficult part? To find a good distributor, finding a good point of sale. So what's the most difficult part of when you don't sell in your own shop?
It's making sure that the distributors, the brokers, the people you're working with are doing a good job communicating the brand.
Okay.
You're obviously going to be your best salesperson. So I can sell the chocolate. Our staff is really good at selling the chocolate. But getting someone else who isn't on the inside to help sell your chocolate and to stay true to the brand and to tell the brand story, that's the most difficult part.
So we were in Shakoa, we were talking about the possibility to grow or not to grow in bean-to-bar business. What is your opinion?
I think people should grow. I think educate. I think it's everyone should try to educate their own community and the communities that surround their communities, and get people excited about bean-to-bar chocolate. Get people excited about the different flavors that bean-to-bar chocolate provide, and really have a dialogue with people about why bean-to-bar chocolate's special and why it's the way to go when it comes to consuming your chocolate.
So please tell to everybody they have to come. If they are in New York, they have to come to your factory, to amazing factory right here in New York. Come say
come to Brooklyn, come to Raaka. We're in Red Hook, right on the other side of the tunnel from Manhattan. We have a small store. We have lots of classes. You can take a bean-to-bar class where you learn how to make bean-to-bar chocolate in 4 hours.
With all the machines.
With all the
really
small
interesting
machines,
Yeah, and you have tasting too.
Yeah, we do tastings. We do tea and chocolate and coffee pairings. We do chocolate and tea pairings. We do truffle and champagne pairings. So we have a lot of stuff to offer.
For private group, for corporate. How is that part of your business?
That part of our business is growing. We find a lot of office buildings, a lot of companies are interested in having something fun for their staff to do, and learning about bean-to-bar chocolate, being immersed in it, is something that's like a really good activity for
you have to. You have all the company have to find this kind of activity, because it's amazing to make bean-to-bar with your co-worker. Well, thank you for having us today, and I hope that you follow making bean-to-bar for the rest of your life. Sorry, to make a very good chocolate. So I hope you keep in the business forever.
Thank you.
Bye.